When I started exposing the Dom occult in 2020, very strange things started happening to me. Indeed, it was after I posted my first video on the Dom occult that I started being attacked with these radioactive beams. However, I'd also been mentioning in that video about the devices police ring, specifically the organ harvesting networks interconnected with the Walter Rose and Sons butcher shop. So I believe this is what brought on the radiation, rather than simply talking about the Dom occult. Indeed, it seems that this is a Walter Rose and Sons butcher shop operation that is radiating me. It's very interesting indeed. I have connected it to the Ferris family, but it seems that the actual perpetrators may be a mob network interconnected with the Walter Rose and Sons butcher shop, potentially of Albanian or Romanian heritage. So it's all very interesting indeed. I do think that Julie Ferris is utilizing some sort of psychotronic beaming weaponry, but the real source of the radiation may be an Albanian or Romanian crime syndicate involved in the organ harvesting operation at Walter Rose and Sons butcher shop. So it's all very interesting indeed. I have been telling the truth about the Walter Rose and Sons butcher shop network. Indeed, it does connect to the Russian state through network of Albanian and Romanian crime syndicates. So it's all very interesting indeed. I've been receiving a lot of frequencies through the voice to skull technology recently about the Romanian mafia's operations in Wiltshire. Indeed, they are headquartered in Swindon and Trowbridge and are operating butcher shop, cannibal meat and organ harvesting networks in coordination with Wiltshire police activities. So it's all very interesting to consider. The Romanian mafia is largely a Russian mafia interconnected operation. And indeed, I believe that the Russian mob were very angry at me for exposing the Devices Police Network while operating under a Russian name, i.e. Gromov. So it's all very interesting. The Russian mafia in the United Kingdom do not like me at all. Indeed, they believe I am an imposter and that I am not English at all, and that I am of some sort of Eastern European gypsy origin, which may indeed be true. Indeed, I am technically an imposter. I was not born in England, though I do have British citizenship and am operating under a British passport. So I'm operating for the Parapsychotic intelligence network of the Cosmic Intelligence Services. So it's all very interesting indeed. It's true that the Russian mafia have curtailed certain operations that they were basically operating in devices, which has caused a loss of profits for devices police. So very interesting to consider the fact that I am accused of being a traitor by the population of Wiltshire for exposing devices police, when devices police are interconnecting with various Eastern European mafiosi. So it's all very interesting to consider that devices police are colluding with Eastern European mafiosi, and this collusion is costing the lives of British citizens, as well as vast numbers of Russian mental patients. As I stated, many British homeless are slaughtered by the Walter Rose and Sons butcher shop Freemasons. So it's very interesting to consider indeed. The Devisers Police have had enough, apparently, of my face, so they are going to attempt to damage me in some way, so that I don't look like I do anymore. Indeed, they are contracting various networks of Romanian mafiosi to destroy my face, which is all very strange. Indeed, they want to disfigure me. So it's all very interesting to consider. Indeed, these Romanian mafiosi are part of a network connected to the old Iron Guard. So it's all very interesting. Georgianu's old network. So this is interesting. These are fascist elements of the Romanian mob, operative for the Deutsche Verteidigungsdienst Kamla faction. Indeed, this all interconnects back to neo-Nazi Satanist networks within the GRU also. So it's all very interesting to consider. Indeed, this Romanian mob network operate out of Swindon via networks of digital currency platforms selling harvested organs and snuff films for the Devisers Ring. So it's all very interesting to consider. Indeed, the Romanian mob have basically stated that if I hook up with a local feline, they will kill her. So it's all very interesting to consider. Indeed, it would probably be best for me not to communicate with the local felines because of the danger that I may be placing them in via communication with them. Indeed, the Albanian mob are tracking everyone in the town's phones, monitoring everybody for chatter and anything mentioning Walter Rose and Sons butcher's shop. So it's all very interesting to consider. Indeed, I highly doubt there would be any chatter apart from among Masons about the Walter Rose and Sons butcher shop, as I have not communicated the truth about Walter Rose and Sons butcher shop to anybody in Warminster at present. Indeed, C.J. Robbins have recently been made aware of my accusations and are taking steps of damage control whereby they are going to suspend their operations for a month or two, which has severely aggravated the Romanian mob who were running the organ harvesting network in Warminster. So it's all very interesting indeed. I seem to be pissing rather a lot of people off. Indeed, the Department of State Security, i.e. the Romanian intelligence function, have issued a warrant for my arrest and extradition to Romania on charges of blackmail against important political figures in the year 2014. So it's all quite interesting to consider. Indeed, I was in Romania in 2014, briefly. I was in Timișoara, checking out a network connected to Devisers organ harvesting. Indeed, Timișoara is a very interesting place. Indeed, I enjoyed my time there with local Romanians and some gypsies who gave me some sort of strange synthetic substance, and basically I now have amnesia from my time there, so it's all very interesting to consider. Indeed, around the same time I was spotted in Bucharest threatening a local political figure. So it's all very interesting to consider. I sometimes take these synthetic substances and spin out and do a load of things that I then cannot remember due to absolute amnesia due to the fracturing of my personality during Project Aniseed, i.e., the conceptual program whereby I was to be made into a schizophrenic super spy, which all went terribly wrong for my British intelligence handlers. They basically could not control me. So after the Grenville Lodge exposures of 2012, I spent 2 years in various Eastern European nations, suffering from amnesia, causing absolute chaos everywhere I went due to ongoing usage of synthetic substances and the fracturing of the mind. Indeed, I was also operating my own mind-controlled assassin operations, such as the murder of 7 Chechens on a bridge in Vladikavkaz, which I have complete amnesia of, but Ramzan Kadyrov saw fit, when he was alive anyway, to issue a fatwa on me. So I've therefore pissed off the Chechen mafia as well. Indeed, I seem to be annoying rather a lot of people, especially at the moment, especially here in Wiltshire. So it's very interesting to consider. It is not a conspiracy theory that M Gang are operating as a branch of the 764 network. Indeed, when I knew them, they were all initiates of National Action and were coordinated by Alex Griffiths of National Action. But now they have morphed into a 764 network of ritual child abusers. So it's all very interesting to consider. Indeed, the networks operating out of devices are coordinated by Wiltshire Police networks. So it's all very interesting to consider the entire satanic ritual abuse rings of 764 via order of 9 angles are given license to operate in Wiltshire by Wiltshire Police with the direct permission of the Wiltshire Police Crime Commissioner, i.e. Philip Wilkinson. So it's all very interesting to consider. Indeed, Devizes Police are threatened to reveal my activities in Eastern Europe to the press if I continue to expose the Devizes ring. I don't care. I think my activities in Eastern Europe make me a very interesting person indeed. Indeed, I'm not entirely sure how many people I killed out there. That's the thing, I was under mind control programming, had fractured personalities, several personalities, and severe amnesia, so it wasn't really me most of the time. Indeed, I'm a very sweet and gentle person. I'm also a very generous person. I'm also a very feline person. So the thing is, though, when you piss me off, as Devizes did, you have to expect some sort of comeback. Indeed, Devizes really did fuck with the wrong conspiracy theorist. And I think they may be beginning to realize this, which is all very interesting. Indeed, Devizes have issued a fatwa whereby they wish Faith of Ishmael jihadists to chop my head off on the streets of Warminster. Indeed, Devizes seem to have all converted to the Faith of Ishmael in the last 6 years, which is kind of what I expected to happen. Indeed, there is a false conflict between the British neo-Nazis and the Faith of Ishmael jihadists. Indeed, they form a core part of one large network being operated by Aryan intelligence and security agencies, i.e., in this context, British intelligence. Indeed, various factions of Faith of Ishmael jihadists are themselves coordinated by GRU operations, but all of this seems to have a distinct Deutsche Verteidigungsdienst flavor to it. So it's all very interesting indeed. After the Soviet-Afghanistan war, the Soviets kidnapped 500,000 Afghans and transported them to secret facilities in Russia, including Vladimirovka, where these Afghans were trained in espionage and warfare tactics, and they have since been infiltrated into the United Kingdom over the years as sleepers. Indeed, many of these kidnapped Afghans themselves procreated, and so there is a large army of Soviet military intelligence coordinated Afghans operating around Europe, coordinating false flag attacks for the Soviet military intelligence capacity, i.e., the GRU. So it's all very interesting to consider that many of the Afghan population of the United Kingdom are in fact sleeper cells coordinated by Soviet military intelligence, i.e., the GRU. So, indeed, even though the Russian state is constantly moaning about the Gladio 4 project of the Western cryptocracies, the Soviets have their own equivalent via the Ospreniki project. It's all very interesting to consider that the Soviets have their own network of fundamentalist Faith of Ishmael adherents, operating different agendas to those coordinated by the Western security and intelligence structures. So it's all very interesting. This is all a game of shadows. This is the thing. I may be a madman, but I am an intelligence operative. I am a parapsychotic, schizophrenic intelligence operative for the Cosmic Intelligence Services. And I've been observing for several years the operations of the GRU and MI6 and how they often intertwine, although there are genuine conflicts going on between these agencies. Both agencies are absolutely riddled with double agents. And indeed, Devise's police are themselves riddled with GRU operatives. So it's very interesting to consider. Indeed, I've stated that the Russian mob, via Russian state authorization, have a deep interconnectivity with the Devise's police ring, and indeed were overseeing percentages of Walter Rosen and Sons butcher shops operations, complete with Russian military intelligence, i.e. GRU protection of the Devise's ring. So a lot of people in the British police, the British intelligence services, and the Russian military intelligence services are very, very angry with this little lunatic. So it's so interesting to consider. Indeed, I'm going to continually pump the public domain full of as much information as I possibly can about Walter Rose and Sons Butcher Shop, which should be known as the UK's mass industrial scale yellow house. It's all very interesting to consider. These butchers are technically masters of anatomy. Indeed, not only do they sell organs, they also sometimes sell body parts to certain fetishist networks on the dark web. Indeed, this dark web operation is being coordinated from a headquarters in Swindon by Romanian mobsters, interestingly, of certain gypsy clans and Romanian heritage Iron Guard Nazis. So it's all very interesting to note. Indeed, not all gypsies are the same. Indeed, many gypsy networks across the United Kingdom run some really terrible rings. Indeed, as I've stated, I'm a Slavic gypsy hybrid, not one of these Bengali looking ones. So it's all very interesting to consider. Indeed, the Russian military intelligence services, i.e. the GRU, honestly do think I am an imposter impersonating an Englishman from Calm, and that I just popped up in Eastern Europe in 2013, killed the Englishman, and assumed his name. I'm not going to confirm or deny whether this is true. Indeed, the Russian military intelligence services, i.e. GRU, and the security services, i.e. FSB, are a little bit afraid of me because they cannot determine my true origin. Indeed, as I've stated, I'm extraterrestrial. I do not come from this sphere. So it's all very interesting to consider. Indeed, the CIA are still convinced I'm a Russian, but not working for the Russian intelligence services. Indeed, I'm just going to leave these mysteries out there because due to my amnesia, I do not actually know who I am at all, which is the problem. I'm pretty sure I'm not the guy from Calm, but I have absolutely no idea who I am at all. Indeed, I believe before I went to Belgrade, I was at Grenville Lodge, and that might have been where I killed William Field, but I was there with Catty, who was apparently Romanian. She was a brunette, but she was apparently Romanian. However, due to my amnesia, I cannot confirm this, but my girlfriend Catty, who was a beautiful brunette feline, was murdered by the Freemasons of Grenville Lodge when we were penetrating Grenville Lodge. Indeed, it's all very interesting to consider. Indeed, as I stated, I am an extraterrestrial, a parapsychotic intelligence operative. I have no allegiance to any terrestrial intelligence services. I am loyal to parapsychotic networks. The Catty was a parapsychotic also, and speaks to me inside my head. It's all very interesting considering all of these cryptocracies, British, American, German, French, and Russian, are all watching my videos, wondering, what on earth is this guy? And where did he pop up from? That's the thing. I cannot tell you that due to my amnesia, but I believe before I was at Grenville Lodge, I'd spent the majority of my life in secret psychiatric facilities, most probably in the former Soviet states or in the wider Eastern Bloc. So this is the thing. The intelligence services of several countries in Eastern Europe are concerned that there's basically been a data breach by me escaping from one of these secret psychiatric facilities at some point during 2012 and suddenly popping up at Grenville Lodge. So it's all very interesting to consider. Where did I get my information at Grenville Lodge from? Now that I can tell you. I stole it from a Department of State Security database in Romania in 2011, just after my 21st birthday. So it's all very interesting to consider. Indeed, the Committee of State Security of Bulgaria are also a little concerned. I'm a crazy Eastern European of some sort who may blow open operations of the Eastern European intelligence services in the United Kingdom. Now, this is not in my interest, although I may allude to certain operations. However, my focus is on the British police, i.e. the Pied d'Ivoire gendarmes. So there's all a very, 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 very interesting situation that we have to analyze here indeed. As I've stated, I am a parapsychotic schizophrenic, operative for the Cosmic Intelligence Services, which interestingly do seem to have a lot of interconnectivity with various Eastern European shadow agencies due to the nature of parapsychological testing and experimentation during the Cold War years. So I'm not the only one of my kind. This is why the Eastern European intelligence services are so afraid, because they believe there's been a data breach of their servers, which basically there has. However, I'm not necessarily using it to attack the state structure of the former communist nations. Indeed, I'm utilizing that data breach to attack Grenville Lodge and the British police. So it's all very interesting to consider. Indeed, I'm going to leave it there now because I want to think about something else for a few minutes. So indeed, thank you. Bye-bye.